Right before I left to visit my hometown down in West Virginia, FedEx showed up on my front door with this box right here. I didn't realize I had another box coming in from CGC, but here it is, and I know what it is. So stay tuned as we open this up, and I show you what books I got graded and what grades did I get. Welcome back, comic book fans. It's Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and as you can see, I'm down in my hometown in West Virginia visiting my old home, and I decided to take along this box right here because FedEx dropped it off right before I was getting ready to hit the road to come down. I didn't realize I actually had another CGC box coming in, but this is what this is, and I know what it is. I just don't know what grades did I get. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to show you the books I got graded, but I also got them signed as well. They went into a signature signing event down in Sarasota, and I'm excited to get these books back. So give me one moment, let me get the scissors, and we'll open this up, and I'll show you what I got. All right, guys, I've got the scissors. I've got the box. I'm going to cut it open. It's in one of these literature style boxes, so there's only a few pieces of tape right here. I'm excited about this. This was the two remaining books, if I'm correct about this order, that went into a signing down at CGC. The third book I had just gotten back, and if you guys have been following the channel, you've already seen that one book come back. And it is from the James Tynion Werther Dell'Edera signing down at CGC. And of course, what did I send? I sent in some Something's Killing the Children books. Well, the book I got back here about a month ago already, because there's been a big time difference in getting these books back, was a book that was signed by James Tynion, and I had it verified, and I added Werther Dell'Edera to it. And that was a book that I'm saving to eventually get Bill Sienkiewicz to do. It is Something's Killing the Children, number 16. It is a variant cover that Bill Sienkiewicz did, a homage to his Electra Assassin number 1. Well, at some point, I knew I had two other books in for this signing, and that's what this should be. So I've got it opened up here. Let's open them up, and I do not know what the grades are. I knew this was close to being ready to come in, but I didn't know that it had already shipped, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to open it up and try not to look at the grades as I'm peeling back the rubber band and the cardboard pieces. I want to make sure that the books are backwards so I don't see the grades. And yes, they are. They are copies of Something's Killing the Children number 1. It's not the main cover A, it is a variant, but I'll show you what they are, and if I remember right, they are both the same. And there's only a slight difference between the two. So let me show you what I've got here. And I'm going to cover up the grade. It's a little awkward because I'm not used to the West Virginia setting here, so we're just going to making it up as we go along. I will show you the grade right there. I'm sorry about the reflection too. This is Something's Killing the Children number 1 from the Slaughter Pack with these beautiful David Mack covers right here. And as you can see, we've got James Tynion. I got that in person, so I had it verified, but I paid for them to witness the Werther Dell'Edera autograph right there. And let's see, what grade did we get? Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. We got a 9.8 on this. And this is really cool. I love this. I love that whole Slaughter Pack. They did several of those. I don't know if they did more than, if David Mack did more than 10 covers, but I know both of those Slaughter Packs had some beautiful covers, but I only wanted to get issue number 1 done. And this is a book, well, I'll show you the other one and I'll continue the story, but this was pretty exciting. I got James Tynion at Third Eye Comics in person, so I paid for them to verify that. That's one of the reasons it took so long to get this back in, is that this one, I had to have it verified by JSA. Now, the book that came in a month or so ago from this same signing, if I recall now, the reason it came in so quickly was it was just a regular book. And not signed yet at all. And so I actually paid to have Tinian and Deladera sign it there. But these books, these two I had here, I had already gotten James Tinian in person. So I wanted to add Deladera to this, and we'll circle back to this so I can finish the rest of the story. But let's read this right here. Signed by Werther Deladera on 2/5/25, and then it says James Tinian authenticated autograph. So they authenticated James Tinian's autograph on that. But beautiful 9.8. Can't be happier with that. But the other one is a little bit more special, and I'm hoping the grades are going to be good. I'm going to hold it up the same way. I don't know what the grade is on this, but it is the exact same thing. But one slight difference, and I'm sorry about the glare, guys. You've got right there James Tinian, there's Deladera, but look right up here. You've got David Mack, who I'd gotten in person at the Baltimore Comic-Con a couple years ago to sign this as well. So let's come down here and let's see what grade did we get. Yes, we got the 9.8 on both of these. Man, that is I am happy about that. This is my keeper copy right here because I love getting multiple creators on the same book. This is awesome. I can't believe we got 9.8s on both of those. Good stuff. Now, I want to circle back to the other one. The idea, maybe at some point on this, if I see David Mack again at Baltimore Comic-Con, or maybe if he shows up at HeroesCon or either Baltimore, because I don't travel more than that really. If they show up, or maybe they'll do a CGC signing down in Sarasota, I will send this book back to add David Mack to this. I should have gotten both of these signed. I don't know if I had 2 copies of this when David Mack was there or not, but I know at some point, I'm going to get David Mack on this one as well. We'll just have to wait on that for a little bit, but for the time being, this is my keeper copy, and this one right here will be the one that I'll eventually get signed by David Mack, and it will be available to somebody because I'll end up putting one of these up for sale. That will help pay for a little bit of the expenses of getting it graded and verified and all the signing fees and everything that went into this. But guys, that is it for today. That is my CGC unboxing. I hope that you like this. If you did, definitely give me a like, slap that subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the episodes that I put out each and every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Guys, and I definitely want to hear your comments and your feedback on these books. Do you love these covers? Is this some of the best David Mack art out there? I really like it. So you guys, let me know by just leaving me a comment. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my weekend down here in West Virginia, and then I'll be heading back to Maryland. And in the meantime, just remember, guys, every comic has a story.